What's going on, guys? It's Cats here and welcome back to F1 2018 career mode. We're here at Singapore, ready for the Singapore Grand Prix, kind of like in the name of it, you know. It's looking like a dry qualifying and race session, which is nice. We got a an engine power, major engine power coming for Russia, which is next one after Singapore. That should help us get closer to the top 3 teams, and as you can see, also there, Mercedes and Red Bull both kind of pulled away from Ferrari in the performance things here. We've got that. This is our first lap of qualifying. We go fastest, and here we go, starting out on our second lap after just a quick little cool down lap between the 2 laps here. Sebastian Vettel goes pole, as we make a mistake here, and yet another one here going a little bit slow through the corner here. Should have been early on the throttle, and now we're about 7/10 down, so I decided to just pit, save the tyres. Jap just went completely wrong, scraping the wall on the entry. And also warning for speeding in the pit lane. Going out for our second lap now with just under a minute left, so we shall cross the finish line when after the checker flag has fallen. But we're turning way too early here. I don't know how I managed to make that mistake. I was way too eager to turn in. I was looking forward to that corner. I just bashed into the wall, which sent us straight forward. So that's us. P7, Stoffel Vandoorne P8, the top 3, Daniel Ricciardo, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. So Ricciardo looking to hopefully win from pole here. But yeah, as I said, we're P7, Stoffel Vandoorne our teammate P8, Kevin Magnussen rival P13 with his teammate Grosjean right behind him. Renault coming back after their strong weekend after their shitty weekend last time round. Marcus Ericsson at the absolute bottom, about 10th off P19. Yeah, Renault P10 and 11 after being absolute rock bottom last weekend, or last race. But yeah, here we are in Singapore, and as Scroft is just saying, it's unbelievable that it's about a decade, and it is. I think this is the 9th Singapore Grand Prix in history, so that's pretty funky. But yeah, here we go for the grid. It's Daniel Ricciardo on pole with Hamilton P2 and Valtteri Bottas P3, so that's the top 3 for you. We're P7, Stoffel Vandoorne P8, Kevin Magnussen our rival P13, and down in last we have Marcus Ericsson, about 3.1 seconds off pole. So yeah, that's not good for him. But here we have our strategy: lap 4 from hypers to ultras, but we might need to go in lap 3 just to be safe. But yeah, ready for the start of the race. 5 red lights, and away we go. Looks like the AI've got a good start, and look at that, Stoffel Vandoorne already on the outside of Kimi Räikkönen, past us, battling Kimi now. We get kind of a rear slip out after contact with the Force India of Sergio Perez, I believe it was. Might have been Ocon as well. Hulkenberg, as you can see up on the leaderboard, goes P8, but Stoffel Vandoorne's to the inside of Kimi Räikkönen, actually ahead of him at the moment. He's actually ahead of him here for the straight. Let's see if Räikkönen's going to make another move on him here. He might do. He is in that Ferrari, looking to go to the outside line here, which then turns to inside for the next corner. So now Stoffel Vandoorne's on the outside line. Looks promising here. But Kimi Räikkönen gets a better run. Never mind. Stoffel Vandoorne's absolutely flying up the inside now. And again for the next corner, he'll be on the inside. Looks like Räikkönen definitely has the better half right here, but Stoffel Vandoorne does not give up without a fight. He's still behind Kimi Räikkönen. And yeah, I actually think that sadly it. We nearly rammed his arse there, and a little bit late on the brakes there, but it's fine here. Going for lap 3, we're going to have to pit, as I've had awful tyre wear throughout the lap. It will slow down nice and much. We need to be safe. We go for the pit stop. It looks it's a pretty nice stop actually, 2.6, not too slow, but we do rejoin last, and as you can see on the map now, like pretty far, I'd say about a sector away from the closest driver. But now we have our first round of pit stops from the other guys, which includes Räikkönen and Stoffel Vandoorne, who are currently the like in-race rivals at the moment, it looks like. But we go just past them, so we've jumped both our teammate and Räikkönen in the pits, which is nice. Probably gone longer on their tyres. Now Kimi Räikkönen goes for a move, and this I still can't see after looking at that many times who's kind of like turning into who on that on the straight there. But I cut him off a little bit on the what's it called, on the run into the corner there. But as you can see now, Stoffel Van Dorn is on the outside for turn 4 or 5, I think, which now is the inside, and yeah, he's actually just overtaken Kimi Raikkonen. So as you can see here, now he's actually getting us close to us, and I decided to, because you know he's my teammate, we don't want any drama, so just let him go. I mean, let him have a good race. He's not had many this season. We've had 3 podiums, so I felt like it was quite fair. But yeah, I think that was showing that Sergio Perez is coming quite close to us, which is not good as we're struggling with tyres here. Lap 14 is nearly at the end of the race already. This was kind of a dull race, not really a lot going on. Yeah, here lap 15 out of 15, final lap, and let's see, I think, yeah, Sergio Perez is definitely going to go for it on the outside here. We go late on the brakes, early on the throttle, kind of force him wide there as well, but it's fine. Huge braking mistake into the corner after the bridge there. I don't quite remember which one that is. It's not the Singapore Sling, that's the one before the bridge. Dan Ricciardo wins the race, as we still are just sat here. If we just make one little mistake, that's Perez past us. And I have a feeling that if this race would have been 16 laps, we might not have kept this position for long, but looks like we're not going to make a mistake so far. There's one corner left, and it's a corner that is quite easy to make a mistake in, but we do manage to keep it clean, and there we go, P7. So that's a very nice result, double points for us. It's not an often occurrence for McLaren to get double points at the moment, but we're definitely looking stronger now, being the 4th best team, nearly inside the top 3 pack, which will then turn into top 4. But here we have the podium for you. I think that's the same way they started on the grid. No, Hamilton pushed down. Bottas and Sebastian Vettel move up 1 position, so it's Ricciardo, Bottas, Vettel. Van Dorn P6 and us in P7, which gives 14 points. Kevin Magnussen gets driver of the day, our current rival. Also closest driver in the championship to us, but I think that's about 54 points if I remember correctly after this round. But he finished P9. Sergei Sorokin having an awful year. Only driver to not score points yet, and he didn't succeed in this weekend either. As you can see there, yeah, that the gap between me and Kevin Magnussen is 54 points. But as you can see, that Daniel Ricciardo and Kimi Raikkonen, they're really going at it in the championship. They keep swapping positions after each weekend, and as you can see there at the bottom, Sergei Sorokin with no points. Actually, has moved above Renault, and now they are 54 points behind our team. So it's actually the same gap between Haas's best driver and McLaren's best driver. It's the same against the teams. Yeah, we win the rivalry against them with 31 out of 30 points. Nice one, Cody's. As we just quickly apply another major upgrade, actually. So that's Russia and Japan, 2 weekends in a row with a major upgrade coming. And as you can see that actually Ferrari has dropped quite far down compared to Mercedes. Looks like if they don't upgrade, we will overtake them in performance. As you can see there, we are quite close to them. I mean, we've absolutely flown away from the midfield pack. We should be a frequent podium finisher, actually. Definitely points finisher. But yeah, quite a dull episode. I mean, when there was action, there was action, but that action just didn't happen a lot, which was quite disappointing. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. And next up is Russia, which is a track that I feel quite confident on. I like the track. It's quite an entertaining one to drive, actually. Not the worst, definitely not. A lot of people don't like it, which I don't understand why. It's a lovely track to drive. Definitely one of my favourites. And right after that, Japan. Probably my favourite track at the moment. Not counting Australia, of course, because that's... I mean, we don't have to mention that, as it's absolutely amazing. But, yeah. All I have to say now is just that this was it for this episode. And I shall see you all on Monday, maybe in the weekend if I'm feeling nice. I was actually really hyped to get this one out today, so if I feel just as hyped in the weekend, I will get one out there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.